So I'm from Orlando. I lived there for 15 years. As far as gun control and everything, I grew up with a lot of people with guns in Orlando, a lot of legal people, but I'm totally against it. They targeted the gay community. I worked 1.3 miles from there, and it sucks. It really does. 50 people died. We need to make a change. 100%.
So you guys just came out of, is that like a nightclub?
Yeah, it's a nightclub. Yeah.
Okay, so
we work in nightclubs, so it's kind of crazy that they shut all these people.
Hearing something.
Yeah, you know, it can happen anywhere.
Yeah. Do you feel like people should feel unsafe or in jeopardy or anything, or you think just keep on living, keep going on?
There's so many people in this world. There's so many great people in this world. There's a few that just are down for no good. I don't think we should be fearful, but you know, you never know what happens.
Yeah, just got to be cautious.
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate your time.
Too.
Cool.
Two things. I don't think the gun's the problem. The gun can't shoot people.
Right. You think about
other countries got way more liberal gun laws than we do.
It's true.
And they don't have as much violence. So it go back to that, like the education piece.
You know, it's bound to happen when we lack education or cultural awareness.
What are ways that you think that we can begin to teach that sort of tolerance to people?
Well, having a conversation.
So first I want to get what you guys think about people having access to assault weapons that make it easy for one person to have been able to go in and attack as many people as he did in Orlando.
We strongly condemn it because we have come from Pakistan and we are also suffering. We are actually the victims of the terrorism also there. So we strongly condemn this act, and I think that the law enforcement agencies must be enforcing more security, and there must be, you know, more check and balances of people. So we understand that how disastrous and how bad this thing is.
Absolutely.
So we strongly condemn it. Yeah, we come from different castes, we come from different countries, we come from different breeds. So we must be able to embrace each other the way we are. Even in Pakistan, we have people from different sects, different religions, different belief systems. So we must embrace each other more the way we are, and whatever our beliefs are, however we look, however we style, however we want to be like.
Yep.
We should embrace each other, and that way I think we will be able to develop a more peaceful society, and we should follow that.
Yeah, definitely. So the last guy that I was talking to, he said that one of the ways we do that is by educating people more on each other's cultures. Do you think that helps for people to be able to understand more about other people, that maybe they weren't raised that way, and maybe that creates a bit more acceptance or tolerance towards one another when you have more experience or more knowledge about other people's cultures?
And we come from different backgrounds, we come from different historical backgrounds, different religions, different, the way we look are totally different. You know, you look something else, I look something else, the other person look like something else. So whatever we are, we must be able to embrace each other, we must be able to accept each other the way we are. That's the way we can create a more peaceful society.
Absolutely.
And about the knowledge, everybody has access to the internet. They can search the background the way they want to, as much information as they want to get, they can get. So that's not the issue. So we just should embrace each other the way we are.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.
So I would like to hug you also.
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys. Good meeting you. I'm Ken. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
How do we, I mean, that is such a big question, and there is such a simple answer. It starts within. We're all connected. There's no separation and difference between you and I.
Right.
We breathe the same breath. We all have the same emotions, and when someone can't look at another human being, no matter what sexual orientation, what color their skin, religion, their socioeconomic status, anything. That's where it begins, is within our own hearts, and then we see love all around us.
Yep.
That's it.
Totally agree with you. I think it starts with being able to have these conversations, for strangers to be able to just walk up and talk about it, and reduce those stereotypes that exist, where people feel, oh, certain groups are thugs or certain groups are criminal. Anyone is capable of doing anything, So rather than pinning things specifically on groups, just being able to look at the hearts of people and be able to spread more kindness in the world. I think that's the most important,
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And again, it starts within someone's own heart, and who teaches that person to love themselves and to value themselves, and that way that is then turned out to every single person around them. I mean, that's the human being, so I had this moment of, that's a stranger and I'm gonna go up and hug him, and I'm stinky from a run, and oh my god, and I had this ego moment of like, he's not gonna wanna hug me, I'm stinky, and then I thought, he has a t-shirt on that says free hugs, and he is a beautiful man.
Thank you.
And inside and out, I'm not talking just the outside, and I said, you know what, this is about connecting on a human level. And like I said, I've been in vacation mode for a day and a half, so I have no access to media. I've just chosen not to get on my phone at all, and not to have the TV on, and so I didn't know any of that had happened. And so anyway, I just thank you for wearing this shirt and being so open-hearted to come out and talk to anyone about, because these are huge subjects that nobody wants to talk about necessarily, except when someone's on a platform on TV, and you're doing it in such a within the community, grassroots. That's what I feel. I mean, I have no idea who you are, what you're doing, but
it's
I
meant
think
to be
that's
organic.
amazing.
Just
You have to just have common sense discussion of it. It's the Second Amendment does not guarantee that you can have an AK and kill 50 people.
I think that's.
Or have giant magazines.
I mean, there's no way someone could have walked in with just a handgun and taken out 50 people.
Exactly.
Right?
Even if they had a big magazine.
You know, and the truth of it is if you talk to gun owners, they'll be the first ones to tell you that yes, we believe there should be registration, there should be this, there should be that. They don't believe what the NRA believes.
I'm one of those anti-gun people, so like I think guns shouldn't exist because I mean anybody can go like this. It takes a man to put these up.
That's true.
At gunpoint, they strong arm robbed me, but then protected my stuff with the gun.
Got it. So, but even despite getting robbed, you still feel that people shouldn't even have access to guns. Period. Not even to protect themselves.
Not even cops.
Right.
Straight up.
Especially the cops.
I mean, in England they don't carry guns.
Yeah.
And there's a very low crime rate there because of that.
Right.
They don't have.
Yeah, puppies are not allowed to carry guns.
I just think gun law, if you could have gun control, people are still gonna get guns anyway.
But what about the assault rifles, though? The fact that one man was able to take out 50 people at this club last night.
Insane.
Isn't that crazy?
It's insane.
Right? Like without a bomb, like the fact that someone was able to do that with a gun. I mean, just think about it. If you had a handgun, you would take a few people out, but by then someone would have tackled you, you would have ran out of bullets, you would have had to reload. But this dude came in there like Rambo, right? Sprays up 50 people in the club. What do you guys think about how much more strict our gun laws should be to be able to change
I think
that?
it should be more strict. People should just be more aware of, you know, how who gets the guns and how much they have.
Well, especially like when you're going into, like we went out last night and we weren't checked just because of the area that we were in. But I mean,
it can happen anywhere.
It can happen anywhere. I don't think any group is safe. I mean,
it's true.
Obviously, there's a trend of okay, so they're targeting kids now, or they're targeting, you know what I mean?
Agreed.
So I mean, what's next?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, is it Mexicans? Is it whites?
What are your thoughts on like the assault rifles? I mean, the fact that
I think there has to be an aggressive control on anything that carries more than 10 rounds in the chamber.
Right.
Is gonna need anything with a larger magazine than 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Law enforcement can only carry 17 rounds.
Right.
It's not fair when you have somebody that has a 25 round clip that will go through armor piercing, their armor piercing rounds.
Right.
It's just, you have to have a little bit more control over what's on the street.
Yeah.